Okay, all right. Let's actually grab our blocks. And we're gonna come to seated position, which you guys are already there. Fantastic. Prop yourself up. Nice. And then the placement of the feet and the knees. The only thing to be concerned about here is to really relax into this. So we want to make sure that our hips are nice and open, so undoing any of that crisscross applesauce in our legs and our ankles, and just letting your knees flop out. Maybe your knees look like this, and that's totally fine too. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. If your knees, your legs, your hip flexors are not open, don't be surprised. Awesome. Just let your hands, palms facing down to get us started on the legs. And let's just start with some shoulder shrugs. If it feels comfortable for you, let your eyes gently close. And if you're feeling it, go ahead and start with some gentle neck rolls as well. Just kind of feeling around, taking this moment to check in. How's the right shoulder? How's the left shoulder? And as we start to get started, first of all, thank you for taking a different chance in your practice today, trying on something new, allowing us to record the class. I appreciate that, and I love you guys. So as you start to move into your neck, feel this sense of arrival right here, right now on your mat. Notice any areas of tension in your body. Maybe that means that your right hip is a little bit tender and speaking to you this morning. Maybe you place your palm facing down on a spot on your hip or your thigh that's speaking a little bit juicy to you. Take a second and take a few breaths on your right side. Maybe you move the chin up and down and just notice how that feels. And start to reverse your circles. Reverse your circles the other way. Forward, up and back, forward, up and back. Good. And then allow the chin to float towards your chest. Come to a place of stillness. Take a nice big breath in. Sigh it out, make some noise. One more just like that. Big breath in. Let it go. Feel the forehead start to relax just a little bit more down your chin and down your chest. Good. And then if it's comfortable for you this morning, bring your chin up towards the sky. And then gently start to squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other as you find a little bit more length through your spine. Start to bring your belly button back towards your spine. And then right here, lift your shoulders up towards the ears. Take a nice big breath and feel that openness in your chest. Exhale, roll the shoulders down the back. 2 more just like that. Chin up nice, high to the sky. Big breath in, shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down the back. Good, 1 more just like that. Big breath in, beautiful. Shoulders up. Exhale, bring it down. Arms reach out and up overhead. Look up, reach up. Exhale, tabletop position. Go ahead and move those toys out to the side. Keep them handy. We'll play with them for a second. And then take a couple seconds here. Get comfortable in your tabletop. Feel it out. Make any organic movement that feels good to you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Maybe some wrist rolls feel nice to you. And if this is sensitive in the knees, you can always roll your mat up and bring a little bit of extra cushion for you. Good, yeah. Bring some movement into your toes. Maybe you extend one of your legs back behind you, roll through your ankle. Good, and just swing the hips from side to side. Feel into your spine. We were seated and we were feeling around in our neck. Now that we've changed the perspective and now we're on hands and knees, what's new? What's new in the shoulders? Nice, Melanie, nice, Greg, good. Maybe you tuck the toes and just press the weight of your hips a little bit back towards your heels, just feeling out. How does that feel this morning? How does that feel this morning? Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, let that breath go. Good, 1 more big breath in. Let it go. Good, come back to a place of stillness. Go ahead and tuck the toes. We'll do this all together. Now take a peek as your chin is down. Look at your knees. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips. So if your knees look like these, just scoot those inner thighs towards each other. Now start to squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Good, toes are tucked. Notice if you dump all of the weight into your wrists. Press into your fingertips. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Your middle finger is shooting straight towards the front of your mat. Good. Shoulders are over your wrists. Fingers nice and wide. Press deep into your fingertips. Nice. Now inner elbows towards the front of your mat. Put a little micro bend in your elbows. Yeah, don't hyperextend those joints. Protect those. Good. Now shoulders pull away from ears. Yes. And then we'll take our inner elbows and we're gonna spin them back and forth, back and forth. We're getting into those beautiful joint juices here. Now, as you're rotating through your elbow joints, bring your belly button back to your spine. Ooh, notice how that feels. Good. And then the next time that your elbows make it towards the front of the mat, keep them there. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, bring the hips back towards your heels. Notice how that feels. Press the mat away from you, from your fingertips. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, chin out of your chest, or maybe some neck rolls here feel good. Remember that thing I said, if anything I say doesn't feel good or you want to try something different, do that. Nice, Kurt. Good, 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 good. Bring that belly button back to your spine. Roll up through your spine. Come back to shoulders over wrists. We're going to do that flow one more time. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hips push back towards your heels. Rolling up through the spine. Take another big breath in. Tabletop position. That looks really juicy. How does that feel in your spine? How did that feel in your spine? Notice where your breath went. How's the core power? How are we doing? Take another breath in. Tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Whew. Move here. Pedal your heels. Bring your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Let's start out with a nice, gentle, wide-legged downward facing dog. Lift up high onto your tippy toes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Whew. Lift your hips. Beautiful, nice, Jeannie. Now feel that extra room in your lower spine, right in your thoracic spine. Good. Big breath in. Hips up nice and high. Exhale, heart lowers towards your mat. Beautiful, beautiful. Pressing into your fingertips. Remember those elbows. Keep the elbows towards the front of the mat. Good. And then put a nice big bend into your knees. Right here, keep your knees bent as you lift your hips up high to the sky. Beautiful, right there. And then as you're pressing the mat away from you, drop your heart towards your thighs. Yes, beautiful. And maybe that means we need to extend our downward dog a little bit and walk our hands away from us to find extra room in the backs of the legs. Nice, Melissa, good. Take a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, let it go. First inversion of your day, guys. The first time you've been upside down. How does this feel? Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. And remembering, this is still the beginning of our practice. If tabletop or child's pose feels better, drop the knees. Drop the knees. Check the ego, drop the knees. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Walk your hands to your feet. When you reach the top of your mat, the bottom, the back of your mat, bring your fingertips to your shins and lengthen your spine. Big full breath in. Nice, Greg. Exhale, let it go. One more just like that. Big full breath in, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, let it go. Grab onto your opposite elbows. And if you'd like to make this first forward fold gentle, bend your knees and lift your hips. You can also bring your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Nice. And then lift your toes. Spread them nice and wide. See how that feels. And then place them down. And begin to move into your body here. Sway from side to side. Move back and forth. How are we doing this Sunday morning? How does it feel? How do you feel? Where is your heartbeat? How's your left ear feel this morning? Good. Shake your head, yes. Keeping the crown of the head fully relaxed. And maybe this forward fold means that we really bend the knees deep. If you're feeling any strain in your lower back, any strain in your cervical spine up by your neck, bend your knees. Press into your heels, unclench your toes, lift your hips a little bit more. Right there. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Breathe here. Feel here. Second inversion. Second time you've been upside down. How does this feel? Good. Feel that expansion in your cervical spine. Take a big breath in, release your arms, exhale, let it go. Roll up nice and slow. Keep that deep bend into your knees here. Nice, good, Melanie, good. When you reach the top of the mat, look up, reach the arms out and up overhead. Big breath in, exhale, forward fold, right back down, baby. Fingertips to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips come to that juicy crease between your thigh and your hip flexors. Place your thumb into that big juicy crease here. right into your femur. Press the femurs away from you. Come into a half back. Good morning, hamstrings. Pull the belly button to your spine. Squeeze those elbows in towards your ribs. Yes. Now find a little bit more length through the crown of the head, lengthening the neck away from the shoulders. Yes. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Pull the belly button back just a little bit more. Big breath in. Come all the way to standing. Exhale. Reach the arms straight up overhead. Big breath. Look up. Reach behind you. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful, guys. Fingertips to shins, lengthen. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. One more just like that. Big, full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Walk your hands long onto your mat. Plank position. First plank of the day. How does it feel? How does it feel? Remember, knees can always drop down towards the mat. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Everything towards your belly button. Now bring the belly button straight up towards your spine. So notice if you start to dump down into the hips, bring the belly button up towards the spine. Squeeze your booty cheeks together. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Inner elbows spiraled forward. Nice, Melissa. Good. Take a deep breath in. Shift forward into high plank. Knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let it go. Take a big breath in. Let that breath go. Breath in and breath out. Good. Remember, if there's any tension in the lower back, bend the knees. Bend the knees. Bend your knees. And then lift your hips. Lift your hips up, straight up to the sky. Lift right up from here. There you go. Keep the knees bent. Good. And lift up. Good. Drop your heart down. Take a big breath in. Let that breath go. Notice where your breath is. Notice if you start to wonder, okay, what's the next thing coming in my practice? What story does your mind start to create to you in this downward dog? Downward dog is a resting pose, right? Keeping the hips up nice and high. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good morning, shoulders. You've got this. Breath in and breath out. Bring your feet to about here. Your feet, sorry. Okay. Take another big breath in. Let it go. Bring your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. When you get to the top of the mat, lengthen your spine. Breath in and breath out. One more time here. Grab onto your opposite elbows. This is your second ragdoll, your second forward fold. How do you feel? Maybe the hips lift just a little bit higher. Maybe you notice that you clenched your jaw. Can you relax into that? Can you relax your eyes in their sockets? Keeping the crown of the head nice and relaxed, straight down towards the sky. Put a nice bend into your knees. Right here, press into your heels. Keep the knees bent and lift your hips. Right there. Yes, right there. Now, if this is comfortable for you, start to straighten the backs of the legs and press your thighs away from you. Release your arms. Feel the upper body start to relax. Beautiful. Yes. Breath in and breath out. Lift your hips 1 inch higher. You've got it. You've got it. You've got it. Unclench your jaw. Relax the crown of the head. Imagine there's a string pulling the crown of the head. Nice, Melissa. Good. Yes. Beautiful, Jennifer. Yes. Breathe here. Where does the mind start to go? Where does your thought pattern start to go? Take another deep belly breath in and let that breath go. Bend your knees. Take a peek at that space at the back of your mat where you want your feet to end up. Step or hop back to the back of your mat. Yes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Squeeze everything in towards your belly button. Squeeze everything in towards your belly button. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Press into your fingertips. Shift into high plank. Breath in. Knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows in. Big breath in. Up dog. Untuck those toes. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Nice. Breath in and a breath out. Big breath in. Let it go. One more. Fill up. Let it go. Look at the space between your thumbs. Bend your knees. 3 tiger hops here. Lifting the hips straight up out of the sky. Yes, like donkey kicks. Yes. See if you can kick your butt with your feet. Ooh, what does that change? Nice. Play around in your practice. This is all about exploring. Lifting up, kicking up, finding the hips up nice and high. So the next exhale that you take, jump to the front of the mat. Feel that momentum. Yes, right there, right there. Yes, guys. Take a breath in and let that breath go. Big breath in, fingertips to shins. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Round up through the spine, roll up nice and slow. The last thing to lift is the head. Reach the arms straight up overhead when you get to the top of the mat. Breathe in, look up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Hinge directly from the hips, all the way down. Fingertips to shins, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Good, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more, just like that. Big, full breath in, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, let it go. Nice, guys. Step it back to plank, hop or step. How you feeling? How you feeling? Squeeze everything in. Shift forward into high plank. Breath in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga or knees, chin, chest. Build that strength, up dog or cobra. Yes, downward facing dog, baby. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more, fill up, find air, find new air in your lungs. Let it go. Right leg raises back behind. Take a deep breath in. Step that foot between your hands. Drop onto your back knee. Untuck the toe. Good. Now, notice in your hips, did that right hip sneak forward? Can you pull that right hip back so you can dive a little bit deeper with the left hip? Nice. Use the power of your core. Lift the arms straight up overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, dive into that front knee. Whew. Now, front knee directly over ankle. Protect your ankle joint here. Yes. Press your left hip forward just a little bit. Pull back on the right hip. Right there. Belly button to spine. Lifting up through the crown of the head. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Yes. Take a breath in, look up. Maybe you look behind you and dive a little bit deeper into this. Take one more breath in, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, forward fold, frame the foot. Step it back to plank position. Knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga yogis. How do you feel? How do you feel? Drop the knees. Nice, Melanie. Good. Breath in, breath in, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. How did that feel? How did the right side of the body feel? You got one more chance, baby. Lift that left leg back behind you. High, strong, and straight. Spread your toes. Lift your hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it through. Drop onto the back knee. Untuck the toes. Front knee over ankle. Yeah, get that foot however to the front of the mat is, however you need to get it there. Use your core. Bring the arms straight up overhead. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, drop into that front knee. Yes. Now pull back on your left hip. Dive that right hip forward. Tailbone drops down to the ground. Belly button pulls in and up. Shoulder blades squeeze together. And then drop the shoulders away from the ears. Turn the gaze up. Nice, Melissa. Good. Now turn the gaze behind you. Notice how that feels as you lift up right through your collarbones. Good. Take another breath here. Relax your jaw. Nice. One more. Lift up, look up, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Step it back to plank. You know where you're going. You know where you're going. How does it feel? Knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Build that strength, baby. Build that strength. Big breath in. Big breath in. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. And downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lift up high onto your tippy toes. Drop the knees to the mat. Child's pose for just a moment. Walk your hands long onto the mat. Walk them long onto the mat. Couple options here with your hands. The palms can be facing up if you want to get a little bit deeper into your shoulders. You can bring the palms together at the base of your neck. Just see if you can start to inch those elbows out just a little bit deeper and dive your armpits down just a little bit more. Knees can be together or far apart. And we all have our toys, our blocks. We can bring the block to underneath our forehead to give us a little bit of extra length in the spine. Sometimes that feels really good if your upper back is feeling a little bit juicy. Good. Breathe here. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Relax the middle of your back. Relax the middle of your back. Good. feel that connection for just a moment. Feel the connection of your forehead pressing into the mat. Maybe you roll the forehead around just a little bit. Good. Good. Breathe into that space right between your shoulder blades. Feel that space start to open up. Nice, Kurt, good. And maybe as you're here now, maybe those fingertips walk a little bit further on the mat. Maybe the weight of your hips presses a little further deeper. Maybe you don't need that block as much anymore. Good. Give your hips a little bit of a wiggle. Notice any differences in the right and left side. If your hips feel anything like mine, that juicy crease in that hip flexor is probably speaking to you when you move from side to side. Just feel that out. Feel that out. Feel all 10 of your fingertips pressing into the mat. Can you feel your toes press into the mat? How often do we take the time to actually check in with our fingertips, our forehead, our toes, our knees? How often do you take the time to just sit and be with yourself? Unclench your jaw, relax your eyes. Without changing anything right here, right now, notice where your breath is. There is no right or no wrong. Is the breath in the lungs and the chest? Is it in your belly? Which parts of your body do you feel expand on your inhale? And which parts of your body do you feel soften on the exhale? Maybe your hips are really starting to speak to you now. Can you breathe through that, or do you need to bring the knees together or separate them? Take a big, full breath in. Take in one more sip of air and let it go. One more just like that, big, full breath in. Sigh it out. Make some noise, baby. Sunday morning, press into your fingertips. Walk your fingers to the right side of the mat. If the shoulders are feeling pretty open, maybe those left fingers clasp on top of the right fingertips. And maybe, just maybe, you take a peek under that left armpit. See how that feels. Take a big breath in. Press your left hip down, exhale. Find that we've practiced this a couple times together. Effort and ease, Sira Sukham. So in this position, where can you find a sense of ease? Maybe you soften the jaw a little bit more. Maybe you relax the fingertips. But where can you also find effort? As you maybe press the fingertips a little bit deeper into the mat, maybe you lift that left elbow off of the mat and feel that additional expansion. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Really feel your left ribs expand here. Big, full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Walk the fingertips back to center. Shake that out. Shake that out. How'd that feel? How'd that feel? Take another big breath in, and then walk the hands to the opposite side of the mat. And maybe, just maybe, the right fingertips clasp on top. Maybe not. That's okay too. Maybe you take a peek underneath that right armpit. Maybe you think, oh crap, I forgot deodorant today. That's okay. That's okay. It's just you. Take a deep breath in. Press your right hip down. Yes. Breath in and breath out. Again, finding that effort and ease here. So now that you've been here for a couple of breaths, maybe you lift that right armpit up just a little bit more and see what there is to see. Nice, Melanie. Good. Breathe into those right ribs. Breathe. What's different in the right side and the left side? Take one more breath here, guys. Big breath in. Let it go. Come all the way back through center. Shake this out. Roll your wrists. Feel it out. And then send all of your breath into your lungs. Find something new in your side bodies, right here, right now. Take a big, full breath in. Let it go. Good. Tuck your toes. Keep the hips just for a moment. Keep the hips where they are and just tuck the toes. Say good morning to the undersides of your feet, your plantar, those beautiful muscles that stretch and work for us every day to walk us anywhere we need to walk. Now, start to lift your hips nice and slow as you roll up into a tabletop position. Take your time getting there. Be gentle with your hips. Be gentle with yourself as you bring your knees together. Notice how that feels. Rock your hips from side to side. Maybe some C shapes with the spine feel good. Maybe a few rounds of cat and cow feel juicy for you. How do the shoulders feel? How are your fingertips? Maybe some wrist rolls feel nice. Good. Take 2 more breaths here, just feeling out your spine, feeling out your spine. Beautiful movements, beautiful movements. 1 more big breath in. Come back to your tabletop position. Settle in. Spread your right fingers nice and wide. Place them back down on the mat. Spread your left fingers nice and wide. Place them back down on the mat. Now lift your left leg straight back behind you. Spread your toes. Draw your pinky toe down towards the mat. Press through your heel like you're trying to press into a wall behind you. Yes, there we go, right there. Now drop your left hip. Ooh. Bring the belly button to the spine. Ooh, good morning, hip flexors. Good morning, hamstrings. Breathe here. Breathe here. If this is pretty comfortable for you, maybe you float that right hand in front of you, keeping that core engagement, belly button in and up. Keep that back pinky toe drawing down. Now notice, are you dumping all of your weight into your left wrist? Bring it into your fingertips. Maybe that means you shift forward just a little bit more. Are you breathing? Are you breathing? Take a breath in and a breath out. Lift that back heel 1 inch. Take another breath in, knee to chin. Whoo, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, baby. Yes. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, round it up. 2 more. Breath in and breath out. Inner elbow staying forward. Keep that elbow. 1 more here, guys. Breath in, breath in, breath in. Exhale, bring it together. Good. Inhale to extend and let it go. Sit back on your heels. Roll your wrists. Roll your shoulders. Roll your neck. Feel that out. How did that feel in your core? Check in with you for a second. How'd that feel? Good. Bring the fingertips to the shoulders. 3 big shoulder shrugs. Breath in and breath out. Breathe in. Let it go. Last one here. Sit a little bit taller. Breath in, breath in, breath in. Exhale, let it go. Walk the fingers long onto the mat. Here we go. Second set. Get yourself set up. Knees underneath the hips. Fingers spread nice and wide. Kick that right leg back behind. Draw the pinky toe down to the mat. Lift the heel. Extend through your toes. Spread those toes nice and wide. Good. Now, belly button to spine. Drop your right hip down towards the mat. Right there. Yes. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep holding that breath. Keep feeling that core action. This is for you, Kurt. We're getting started. Breath in. Breath out. 1 more breath. Breathe in. Let it go. Now, if you're feeling frisky, extend that left arm straight up in front. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, bring it together. Whoo. Breath in, extend. Exhale, draw it together. 2 more, just like that. Breath in, breath in, breath in. Exhale, bring it together. Last one here, biggest one yet. Breathe in. Exhale, round. Inhale to lengthen, reset, let it go. Sit back on your heels. Roll your wrists. Roll your shoulders, roll your neck. How'd that feel? Check in. Are you feeling a little bit difference in temperature in the body? A little different. Maybe some perspiration. Maybe now we want to go back under our armpits, right? Okay. Reach the arms straight up overhead. Big breath in. Reach up, look behind you, look behind you. Lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your fingers long, tabletop position. Cat and cow. If we've practiced together before, you know how this feels. You know how this feels. You were just in tabletop position. Keep the fingertips spreading nice and wide. Now on your next inhale, if you're not already flowing, drop the belly down, pull the back of the head back towards your tailbone. Keep that belly button engaged though, right? So exhale as you draw the belly button straight up to the sky. Whoo. Breath in, belly drops. Back of the head pulls back, little baby back bend. Exhale, round the spine, belly button straight up to the sky. Breathe here, flow, breath in and breath out. Nice. Use your core to be your driving focus here. Now, if this feels pretty good for you and you'd like to invite some movement by flowing with your breath, maybe you send the hips back towards your heels and flow here on your inhales and your exhales. Or if you like just staying with regular tabletop, do that thing that feels better to you. Remember, this is your body and your practice. If you feel any strain in your elbows, press deeper into your fingertips. If you want to get deeper into the backs of your feet, tuck your toes. Squeeze your thighs. Where's that belly button? Nice shoulder adjustment, Melanie. Nice. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful movements today. Beautiful movements. Notice if you're dumping all the weight into your wrists, can you press a little bit deeper into those fingertips? Beautiful. Yes. Feel you, baby. Feel you. You've got 2 more breaths. Feel it out. Feel it out. Big breath in. Nice, Melissa. Good. Exhale, round. Last one here. Biggest one yet. Breath in, breath in, breath in. Really pull the back of the head back. Exhale, round. Lift those shoulders. Tuck your toes. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Lift those hips. Downward facing dog. Ha. Breath in and breath out. Find some movement here. If you liked the wide-legged downward dog earlier, do that. If you felt more room in your lower back, ever since a teacher first told me about doing that, that's my new thing. That's my new thing. I love it. I love raising my hips and feeling my lower back just open. The heart lowers, the shoulders pull away from the ears. Feel that. Keep the inner elbows spiraled forward. Protect those elbows. Press into your fingertips. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Good. Right leg raises back behind. Press through your heel. Draw your pinky toe down towards the mat. Take a breath in. Lift your hips. Step that foot between your hands. Exhale. Now, option yogis, you can keep that back leg lifted if you're feeling it, or drop onto the back knee and untuck the toe. Your choice. It's the same action item in your hips. Pull back on your right hip. Lift your arms. Breath in, breath in, breath in, breath in. Drop it down. Exhale. Whew. Front knee over ankle. Check in with that. Maybe you inch that front foot out a little bit. Protect your ankle here. Now take your pinky fingers and bring them up to the party. Open up between your shoulders. Nice, guys. Good. Breath in and breath out. Nice curve. Beautiful alignment. Beautiful. Breathe in. Drop your shoulders. Yes. Now lift up through your heart. Feel your collarbones start to go up towards the sky. Lift your chin. Remember how we looked up to the sky earlier? Do that thing. Release the back of the head. Good. Breath in. Breath out. You've got this. If your back thigh is lifted, lift it higher. There. Breath in. Squeeze your booty cheeks. Breath out. Lift up. Look up. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your left hand where it is, or grab a block. Extend your right fingers up high to the sky. Side twist. Feel that. Breathe in. Breathe in. Twist from your core. Whew. Now remember that pinky finger. Spiral it back towards you. Towards the mirrors, rather. Good. Breath in. Shoulders away from ears. Shoulders squeeze together. And then twist from the core. Yes, Melissa. Good. Beautiful. Breath in and breath out. Protect your shoulders. If this is not comfortable in your top arm, cactus the arm out to the side. Or maybe you take a bind and place that arm behind you. Notice how those hips are feeling. Notice how those hips are feeling. Take one more breath. Look up. Reach up. Exhale, lower down. Keep your right fingers where they are. Left hand goes up high to the sky. Switch your block. Breath in, peel open. Exhale, twist it out. Yes, grab that block. Yes, 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 yes. Front knee over ankle. Front knee over ankle. Breathe in, twist open. Breathe in, twist from the core. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. Press your knee into your elbow. Notice the change in temperature in your body. Breathe in, breathe out, twist open, front knee over ankle. Walk your foot out a little bit longer. There you go. Right there. Breath in, lower down from your foot. Step it back to plank position. There we go. Great job. Great job. Step it back. Feel this out. Feel this out. Maybe the knees want to drop. Maybe the knees want to drop. Belly button to spine. Shift forward. You got this. Breath in. Lower down. Exhale. Chaturanga. Lift up. Breathe in. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breath out. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Send that breath away. Ha. Breath in. Let it go. One more. Fill up. Sigh it out. Make some noise. Ha. Left leg back behind. We got one more side, baby. Draw your pinky toe down towards the mat. Right there. Now lift up high onto your tippy toes. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Draw that foot between your hands. Exhale. Drop onto the back knee or keep it lifted. Front knee over ankle. Use your core. Power up, 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 up. Drop it down. Whew. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Lift your arms. You know what? If you're feeling it, you want to get deeper into your shoulders today, cactus the arms out to the side and lift your heart. Find that baby back bend here. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Feel your power, your magic that you are cultivating right here. That shaky that you're feeling, that's your magic, baby. That's it right there. Breathe into that. Tap into that. Oh, I'm getting the goosey bumps. Breathe into that. Lift your fingers 1 inch higher. Drop your tailbone 1 inch higher. Press your right hip forward. Pull back on your left hip. Raise that back thigh. Yes. Breathe in, lift up, lift up, lift up. Lower down from your foot. Keep your left hand where it is. Good morning, hip flexors. Left fingertips. Peel open, peel open, peel open. Exhale, twist from the core. Right there. Now bring your pinky finger forward to face the mirrors. Right that. Yes, 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 yes. Breath in, breath out. Right there. Does that feel a little bit better? Yeah. So it's almost like you're high-fiving yourself in the mirror towards you. Right there. Yes. Beautiful. Breathe in, twist from the core. Twist open. Yes. Beautiful. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Where is your breath? Where is your breath? Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe you take that bind. Maybe you clasp those left fingers in that beautiful crease between your thigh and your hip flexor on the right side. Breathe in and breathe out. One more. Lift up, look up, breath in, exhale, forward fold. Good morning, hips. Good morning, hips. Left fingers, stay where they are. Lift those right fingers. You got this. Breath in, breath in, breath in. Twist open on the exhale. Right there. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Twist from the core. Right there. Yes. Breath in and breath out. Beautiful. Breath in and breath out. Press your knee into my hand. Right there. Yes. Breath in and breath out. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Yeah, guys. Breath in. Twist, twist, twist. Look up. Reach up. Breathe in. Lower down from your foot. Step it back. Plank position. Beautiful, Melanie. Maybe the knees drop in this plank position. Maybe we honor our shoulders and our body and we just take a child's pose or a downward dog. When you're ready, chaturanga. Breath in lifts you up. Up dog, shoulders away from ears. Nice, Craig. Lift it up. Downward facing dog, baby. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Breath in. Let it go. If you feel any crunchies in your lower spine, bend those knees, bend those knees, bend those knees. Yes, and then lift the hips. Right there, right there. Feeling that openness in the lower spine. Beautiful. Lift up high onto your tippy toes. Deep breath in. Drop the heels down. Exhale. Keep the hips nice and high, baby. Breath in, tippy toes. Exhale, drop it down. Maybe cat and cow's calling for you. Breath in, tippy toes. Drop those heels. Look at that space between your hands. Put a little bend into your knees. You remember those jumps we were doing? Do a couple of those jumps. And then make your way to the front of the mat. Yes. Donkey kicks, core work. You got this. Make your way up. Fingertips to shins. Exhale, lower down. One more just like that. Big breath in and let it go. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, hell yes. 8 a.m. morning yoga, you're here and you're present. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Breath in, let it go. Yes. Lift your hips just a little bit higher. Bring your feet to the outer edges of the mat. So your pinky toes are on the outer edges of your mat. Good. Now grab your big toes with your peace fingers, your pointer finger and your middle finger. Press down through your big toe mound. Press down through your heels. Lengthen your spine. Come into a half back. Maybe the knees are bent here. Big breath in, shoulders away from ears. And exhale, dive the crown of the head down, lift your hips. Pull your elbows out east and west, shoulders away from ears. Nice. Breath in, breath out, beautiful, right there. And keep in mind, the deeper that you bend the knees and lift your hips, the more hamstring work you're going to get. So what's calling for you? What's calling for you? Nice. Breath in, lift up, breath out, beautiful, Kurt. Shake your head, yes. Feel those sensations all the way down your spine. Ooh, that looks good. If you want to move from side to side, move from side to side. What feels good to you here? If stagnant motion, or lack of motion rather, is not feeling good to you in your spine, move. Move here. Unclench your jaw. Shake your head, yes. Shake it, no. Feel that out. Great job, guys. Nice. Breath in and breath out. Come into a half back. Big breath in, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, forward fold. One more just like that. Big full breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Shake your head, yes. Lift your hips. Shake your head, no. Breath in and breath out. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Lengthen your spine. Breath in, forward fold. Let it go. Ha. Heel toe the feet so they're about hip width distance apart. That's about 2 fists. And then one more time, bring the fingertips to the shins. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the fingertips where they are on your shins, bend your knees. So you're actively pressing your shins back towards the back of your mat as you drop your hips parallel with your knees. Ooh, how does that feel? How does that feel? Bring the belly button to the spine. Keep the spine nice and long, shoulders away from ears. Grab that beach ball in front of you. And then lift that beach ball straight up overhead. Keep low, keep low, keep low. You got this, baby. You got this. Chair pose, sink it down. Whoo! Lift the arms straight up to the sky. Lift the arms straight up to the sky. Sink deep into your chair. Shoulders away from ears. Relax your jaw. Relax your jaw. Now lift your collarbone up high to the sky. You are doing great, baby. This is it. This is the finale of your practice. Be strong. You're strong. You got this. Sit 1 inch deeper. Take one more breath. Come all the way to standing. Big breath in. Woo! Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Fingertips to shins. Lengthen your spine. Breath in. And let it go. One more just like that. Big full breath in. Let it go. Take the final vinyasa of your practice. Step it back. Hop it back to plank. Shift it forward, maybe knees, chin, chest. Squeeze those elbows. Yes, Jennifer. Yes, yes, yes. Lift up. Downward facing dog. Nice, Melanie. Good. Breathe in and breath out. Nice transition, Craig. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Breath in. Let it go. Pull those shoulders away from your ears just a little bit more, like you're a turtle coming out of your shell. Put a nice little bend into your knees and then lift your hips. Feel that lower back start to open up. Take a breath in and let it go. Lift up high under your tippy toes. Deep breath in, drop the heels down, exhale. One more just like that. Big breath in, lift those hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more, lift it on up high. Knees to the mat, child's pose. Whoo! Good morning, shoulders. 5 breaths. Uncrossing your ankles, uncrossing your feet. You want to protect the integrity of your hips here. And then check in. This is your second child's pose. Maybe the knees want to be together. Maybe the knees want to be apart. Maybe stillness feels good to you, or maybe finding movement in the hips feels better. Maybe a block under your forehead feels good. Maybe rolling the forehead around on the mat feels good. Maybe rolling your wrists sounds juicy to you. Where's your breath? Nice, Kurt. Good. Where's your breath? Walk your fingers a little bit longer onto the mat. So we're still feeling into that side body expansion, feeling our obliques opening up. Relax your armpits down towards the mat. Yes. Melt. 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 And if this is super duper comfortable for you, maybe the chin finds its way to the mat or to a block. Or maybe you just try and see how that feels. Maybe you're like, oh no, that's not for me this morning. Where's your breath? Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Soften the middle of your back. That space right above your belly button, soften that space. Beautiful, nice. Give your hips just a little bit of a wiggle. How does that feel? How does that feel? There's no right or wrong, there's just your body. What do we say? It's your body, your breath, and your sticky mat. That's it. That's all that matters in this moment right here, right now. Take a big breath in, sigh it out, make some noise. One more, big breath in, let it go. Walk your fingers back towards your knees. Allow your hips to fall over to one side and swing your legs out in front of you. Yeah. Take your time. Hips are probably feeling pretty juicy. Shoulders are probably feeling pretty juicy. And then extend your legs long out in front of you. Move into your hamstrings. So pedal the heels here for a second. And what we're doing is just relaxing those muscles in the backs of the legs and getting ourselves situated. Nice and settled. Now find a place of stillness. Extend your toes back towards your face. Press down through your shins and down through your hamstrings, down through your booty muscles squeeze them together, right? Nice and active. Now draw the tailbone down. Bring the belly button to your spine. Lift up through the crown of the head. Bring the arms back towards away from your ears. Nice. Now you might feel like your chest is a little poofy here. That's your proper alignment of ears, shoulders, hips. Bring the arms straight up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Keep that nice long spine as you imagine that your hips are a bowl, right? And you're going to spill your bowl forward, hinging directly at the hips. Keep those toes extended. When you feel your spine start to round, stop there. Keep going for as long as you can with the spine straight. And once you feel that rounding, drop the fingertips to the mat. Right there. Now press down through your thighs. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Take another breath in. Dive forward just a little bit more and surrender. Surrender, let it go. Whoo, good morning, hamstrings. Good morning, hamstrings. Now, if you can grab your toes, cool, awesome. If you want to place a block in front of your feet and grab for it, awesome. If you just want to hang out, awesome, baby. If you're looking for more of a lower back relaxation, bend your knees and dive the heart forward. If you want more tension in your hamstrings to lengthen those muscles, keep pressing your thighs down. Shake your head, yes. Ooh, how does that feel? Shake your head, no. How does that feel? Take a breath in and a breath out. Nice, Melanie. How's that pressure? Good. Keep extending your toes. You guys look good. Press through your heels. Now, if you can reach your feet, start to draw back on your pinky toes. Ooh, how does that feel? How does that feel? Take a breath in, let it go. Come into a half back. So pull the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the spine. Big breath in, exhale, forward fold. One more time. One more time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Good, Jeannie. Good. Breath in. Breath out. You got one more breath here, baby. You got this. Breath in. Let it go. Roll up through your spine nice and slow. Roll out those shoulders. Pedal your legs. Move it out. Move it out. Shake it out. Stagnant energy. And then come back to stillness. Extend the toes back towards your face. Nice little easy one here. Reach the arms straight up overhead. Nice long spine. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. One breath. Breath in. Let it go. Come all the way back to sitting, standing. Sitting, standing. Breath in. All the way to your back. Let it go. Fall all the way back. With control, use the core. Use the core. Use the core. Yes, yes, yes. When you reach your back, bring the knees into the chest. Whoo! If you'd like to get a little bit deeper into your groin muscles, maybe you bring the knees towards your elbows, towards your armpits, those things. Now on your back, press down through the back of the head. Press down through your shoulder blades. Press the middle of your back down. How does that feel? And then press your tailbone down. How does that feel? Maybe movement feels good. Maybe just holding this for a moment feels good. Good, good, good. And then bringing the knees back in towards the chest or towards the armpits. Take a big breath in. Squeeze those knees in nice and close. And then allow the knees to fall over to the right side of the mat. And you can open your arms out like you're a snow angel, or maybe you want to be a cactus. And then turn your gaze over the left shoulder. If we have any shoulder pain or discomfort here, any kind of shoulder pain, draw the arm down towards your hip. Relax your shoulder. There's no need to have any strain in the shoulder here. Good. If you don't feel the back of your left hand flush with the mat or the ground, just draw the arm down towards your hip a little bit. Right there. Is that any better in your shoulder? So have an ease. Remember that effort and ease, that Sira Sukham? Relax your jaw. Breathe into your left ribs. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Good. Beautiful. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Good. Good. Find one part of your body to make soft here. Maybe that means your legs shift a little bit. Breath in and breath out. Gently bring the knees up towards the sky. Shift your hips over to the right side of your mat and fall the knees over to the opposite side. Switch your gaze over to your right shoulder, and again, make any little adjustments in that rotator cuff and that shoulder, and draw the hand down if your shoulder's not flush. Good. And if you want to take this up a notch, maybe you bring one of your hands to your top knee. Good. Maybe you cross your legs. Relax your jaw. Feel your right ribs opening up and expanding. Beautiful, Melanie. Good. Breath in and breath out. Beautiful, beautiful. Breath in. Let it go. Find one part of your body to make soft. Yes, 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 yes. Feel that. Feel you. Breathe in, let it go. Make this the biggest breath on this side. Big, full breath in, side out. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a big hug and rock from side to side. Be gentle, be gentle, be gentle. Uncross your ankles. Maybe you wiggle the toes a little bit. Maybe you make some circular motions with your knees, if that feels good in your hip flexors. Relax your jaw. Take a big breath in. And let it go. Good. Breath in and breath out. Extend your feet up high to the sky. Press through your heels. Extend your toes back towards your face. Press your tailbone down. Press the middle of your back down. A nice bend into the knees is totally cool here. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Let your upper body be relaxed except for your core. Drop your feet 30 degrees. Relax your jaw. Drop your feet 60 degrees. Relax your jaw. Press through your heels. Hover your feet over the mat. Breath in, breath in, breath in. Exhale, shoot them back up to the sky. Yes. Lower your feet 30 degrees. 60 degrees. Hovering, 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 hovering. Breath in. Exhale, bring them up. 2 more. You've got this. 30 degrees. 60 degrees. Hovering. Press, press, press. Exhale, shoot them up. Yes. Last one here. Make it strong. 30. 60, hover, 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 breathe, breathe. You're still here, you're still here. Let go of the story. This is hard. You got this. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Exhale, shoot them up. Awesome, Melanie. Great work. Lower your feet all the way to the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Take a full body stretch. Reach the arms above your head. Wiggle through your fingertips and your toes. Feel that core start to expand. Feel that. Feel that work. Wiggle your ankles and your wrists. Turn your head from side to side. Get out any of those wiggles. Take a big breath in. Reach up. Exhale. Extend your arms down towards your hips. Point your big toes towards each other. Take a breath in. And then flop the feet open to the sides. If there's any discomfort in your lower back, you can keep the knees bent and bring your knees together. Good. Whatever feels good to your lower back, do that thing with your legs. Settle down. Settle down. Shavasana. Relax your hips, relax your shoulders. Breathe here. Relax your jaw. Relax your right ear. Relax your feet. Let your fingertips tingle and relax. Relax your eyes. Relax your breath. Take in all of the sounds around you, the sound of my voice, the sound of the noise in the other room. Take it all in. And then feel you. Feel the weight of your body pressing down, but also feel your lightness on your inhales. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And one more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. In this moment, before we start to make our way off of our mat, say something kind to yourself. And if that something kind was, hell yeah, for getting here for yoga and putting yourself first, that's more than enough. You are more than enough. You are special. You are unique. There is only one of you, and I am so grateful for you all. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. Turn your head from side to side. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. If you want to start snapping to the beat in the other room, feel free. Take in a full body stretch. Big breath in. Bend your knees and roll over to the right or left side of your mat. Wherever the knees want to go, just go there. Just go there. Name 3 things that you're grateful for. And gently press yourself up into a seated position. Fingertips come together, hands at heart center. Undoing any of that crisscross applesauce. Sitting up just a little bit taller, take a big breath in and let it go. One more, fill up, let it go. We'll seal this practice with a round of Om, breath in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Showing up on your mat, putting yourself first. I love and appreciate you guys. And until we meet again, namaste.